Hi everyone. So I've done a couple of videos now on where we can inject in the face, where to inject, amounts, different areas to put the filler. So tonight I want to talk about, because a lot of people are asking, where in the face they can't fill. There's a lot of rumors out there saying that you cannot fill anything above the nose. You can only fill it from the nose down, meaning the lips, the chin, the jaw. That's not true. Hyaluron pen is supposed to be meant to fill the whole face, just as you would in typical injection. So you're going to be able to add the filler into the eyebrows. You can add to the cheekbones. You can add to the nose, the bridge of the nose. You can add to the tip of the nose. You can add beside the nose. Under the eyes, okay, so there's only 2 spots on the face that I try to avoid, and that's just because I'm uncomfortable doing it. And I just don't suggest it because there's not really a reason to do it, is right here, the soft part of the temple, okay? So not here. That's the place that I will not do. How do I know? Different people have the different spot. You can feel it. You can feel there's a bone right here going straight to the hairline, bone. You can feel there's a bone right here, part of the skull. And you can feel the eyebrow, the socket of the eye right here around, okay? So just the soft area right there, I do not fill. You can do under the eyes, not a problem. You can go all the way to here. You can even fill right here on the top part of the cheek, I would say. Not the lower part of the eye. You can fill here. Where I do not touch is here. I'm gonna draw some red lines just so you could see exactly what I mean. Okay, right there. You know that little sensitive area right in the corner? And it really doesn't matter, because usually if you're going to fill these areas, you're gonna fill, it's gonna smooth that out. Okay, so it's gonna help the hollowness under the eye as well. And same here, if you feel that there's sagging going on, you can fill around the brow bone, all the way along here. You can feel the cheekbone. You can fill up here above the temple. You can fill under. There's a lot of places you can fill. We've talked about in other videos. I just wanted to talk about where I don't go on the face, which is the temple and the under eye. When you're injecting the Hyaluron pen, you kind of have to look at the face and be able to kind of visualize what you want to do. It's not only about how much I tell you. I can't tell you exactly. Some people, you know, they only take 0.02 ml. Some people take 0.03. You know, there's different amounts. Depends on how much you want to inject at a time, how much filler. If it's a deep line, you want to go a little stronger on the injection. If it's a subtle line and it's soft, you want to stick with a 0.01. That way you know there's not going to be too much lumps or bumps happening in the injection space, because you want to take it slow. And I always start with the deepest part. Okay, so say if I was filling a wrinkle, okay, say this is a wrinkle. If I was filling that and I wanted it to fill, I would start right here in the middle, right in the center of it. You see the wrinkle? It starts here and it ends here. I would begin here, right in the center of it. Okay, you have to think like there's a wrinkle and you're filling it in. So you always start in the deepest spot and you're gonna fill it like that, okay? And it might take 1 or 2 sessions in order to get it nice and even. But that's what you want to do. You want to be able to massage it. You want to make sure that, you know, if you go with 0.03, often in the face areas, especially cheekbones, you're going to have little bumps and lumps. And it's not really flattering. I mean, not that it's going to bother anybody or do any harm, but it's not pretty to look at. Clients don't appreciate walking around with lumps on their cheeks. So you want to keep that as a minimal. And that's it. Other than that, I just wanted to say, you got to kind of face map, you know. If you want a little brow lift, you can always add into the brow bones. You can see someone's jowls sometimes hanging a little bit more wrinkly. You don't have to attack around the jowls. Sometimes you just have to go fill in the cheekbones and that will just bring that automatically a little bit higher. Okay, sometimes we have to look at the face and say, you're not going to fill that spot that's the problem area. Sometimes you have to fill somewhere else in order to lift it or make it even on both sides. Sometimes, you know, just because you put a 0.2 here doesn't mean you're going to put a 0.2 there, because, you know, we all have unproportion. We have a left side and a right side, and we're a little bit different. Doesn't matter who you are. Your ears are a little off. Each side has slight differences. So when you're looking and you're injecting, you really have to do it with eye. It's a visual as well as hands-on. Okay, you really have to have that vision of how you want your person's lips to come into shape, or the cheekbone area where you're going to plump to make it higher, or the eyebrow lift. You want to pay attention to that. You want to think a little bit further than just the wrinkle you see. You want to see if there's anything else you can do, like a smoker's line. Sometimes you don't even have to touch them. Begin with filling the lip, and it'll automatically smooth out the lines around the lip. And whatever's left, then you can touch up afterwards when you see the lip is. You don't necessarily have to change shape of the lip. You just to hydrate it and fill it up a little bit, give it its youth back, and that's enough. And if the person doesn't want bigger lips than what they have, then you start to fill the lines in afterwards. Okay, but always start with the lips. And you have to remind your clients, you know, big lips take more than one visit. In a lip, I put maximum 2 ml. If they want more, I suggest they wait between sessions. I mean, it's a little too much, especially even 2 ml. I don't put that in one session. I do it in 2. I'll put 1 ml. Usually by the time 1 ml is in, you know, lips start to swell a little. I don't want it to influence the look or my work, so I suggest that they ice the area. I insist that they ice the area, and when they leave, I suggest they come back in 2 weeks if they want to go bigger. Kylie Jenner did not take 1 visit, nor did she take 1 ml in order to have those big lips. Big lips take time. Filling deep wrinkles could take time, because a wrinkle is a part of the skin that's dry, which creates the wrinkle, because what happens when it dries, we lose the hyaluronic acid under the skin, which creates shallowness. And that's where the wrinkle comes from. So when you're putting it back into the skin, it's kind of like a sponge. So, you know, sometimes you gotta add a little more filler 2-3 times in order to really make that skin smooth. So you gotta think ahead, and hopefully this helped you out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's it. I'll have more to come soon. Okay? Thanks a lot. And if you need anything, you can email me. If you have questions, I'm happy to help. Lori.collard@hotmail.com. All right, good night, guys.